Good morning, good morning. It's the Last Minute Lore Show. Good morning, good morning. Hello, look at the screen.
What screen?
It's fully just your hair.
Do you know what this is?
That goes with this piece of furniture I built for you yesterday.
For this?
I don't know where that one is.
It's
I've looked
sliding.
everywhere and none of the Allen keys I have fit it.
It's with the...
And I know it's sliding.
It's with all the tech stuff you had right
It's
here.
not. I've tried every size. I don't have the size for this.
You don't know how to...
I'm telling you. It's
figure it
been
out?
thieved by a cat. Also, can you tighten this?
That's what I was trying to
No,
do.
no, down there with the handle. Louisa gives the Alex emoji.
Nice.
Because we have an emoji for when you show up. Good morning, everyone. Very good. Thank you. Now we're going to try and just...
Oh, because when you move that, you move the whole thing.
Well, it shouldn't. Push it all the way in. It's not all the way in. So undo it a little bit.
Just tighten it.
Sorry, undo it all the way and then put it in. Yeah, now tighten it. Good morning, everybody. Hi, everyone. Come on in. We're organized here. Everything here is exactly as it's supposed to be. Okay, thank you so much. It works perfect.
Use this to rotate.
Yeah. You're right about that. All right. Hi, everyone. Good morning. It is, what is it? Wednesday, February 4th. Can you believe it? We are well into February. Wow. Well into February now. It is officially like mid-February for me. Beautiful. It's a beautiful day this morning. Clear skies, gorgeous sunny day. Unfortunately, in Canada in the winter, beautiful sunny skies means really, really cold. So it's really, really cold right now, but it is beautiful. And Toby did go outside first thing in the morning. He loves to go outside for his morning pee, but it's a quick pee, let me tell you. So, Katrina, good morning. Candace, good morning. Louisa, good morning. Hannah, good morning. Heather, good morning. So lovely to see all of you here. If I missed anyone or if you're just coming in, good morning, hello, welcome. I painted something that I feel good about yesterday. So, the day before, I tried painting a watercolor cottage. It did not go great. Like, I'm giving myself like a C+, a B-. I don't even know about a B-. It's not great. I did my best with the information I know. For those of you who are new here, hi, I'm Laura. This is the Last Minute Laura Morning Show. We get together Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. I was a little late this morning. That happens sometimes. We talk about crochet, knit, embroidery, painting, sewing, drawing, rocks, plants, animals, dead things, art, natural dye, creative, just general crafting. So if flower arranging, flower pressing, lots of different fun things happen here, but generally I would say it's yarn heavy. We're yarn heavy with other crafts. Anyway, I'm trying to learn watercolor this year, and it's one of my big goals for the year. And yesterday I feel like I got pretty close to a good painting, but the day before I got farther away from what I consider to be the direction I'm trying to go. This is what I got. It's like a cottage. But here's the thing. I don't know what I don't know. And I've said that before, so I'm just trying to be gentle on myself because it doesn't look right, but I don't know what's wrong with it. Whereas this one is the one I did yesterday. Look, I painted it. Do you see all the colors I used? Do you see how many layers there are? It's Peekaboo! It's my fat kitty! She's beautiful! It's Pika! So this one I like. I feel good about this one. I feel like I need to... I think it's like there's no white in this. I painted everything, so it looks kind of like silly. I think watercolor's supposed to have white in it. I think that's like the trick. As soon as you leave white on the page, I feel like it looks a lot classier. Even a border makes it look classier than with no border. Anyway, the Peekaboo one I feel great about. I like it a lot. I'm probably going to find a little clear frame and put it in there because I think it's really cute. And yeah, there's my pile of paintings. We are going to be knitting today because I need to work on that knitted dress. But before we knit, what's going on? How's everybody doing? What happened for you yesterday? I worked most of the day really well. I did have a few like slip ups when it comes to me working. For me, it's hard to sit down and sit still for 8 hours. So I try to block 2-hour blocks for my work. And yesterday I could only handle 1 hour at a time. Like I would do 1 hour and then I needed 15 minutes, 1 hour, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 15 minutes. So I was struggling yesterday to get into the flow of work. I did still get some good work done yesterday on the knitted dress 12-month video, and I think it's actually it's going to be so good. I think it's going to work out really well. How did you like the leaf tutorial? Did you guys watch it? If you didn't, first of all, what are you doing? Second of all, what are you doing? I just realized I didn't even fill in my eyebrows this morning. I'm just going to brush them up because I have sensitivity about how my eyebrows are. So let me just brush them with my eyebrow brush and then I will come back and be social again. All over the place. Hi, how you doing, Beelzebub? I was showing Alex last night how I get the birds out of their cage when I take them out in the morning. And I also showed him how I have currently anyway, I have no bites on me at all from the birds. The birds have not broken skin and bit me long enough that I have no active cuts or bruises. I have like the healthiest hands I've ever had right now, and it's all because I don't know what it's all because. I don't know at all. All I know is that I haven't been bit in a while by my birds, and I have not been scratched in a while by my cat, and I've not bumped into anything in a bit. So I don't have as many bruises on my legs even. I don't think I have any bruises on my arms right now. It's kind of bizarre. Do I have none even on my hands? Bruiseless Laura? Am I elite? Am I taking care of myself? Probably not, but perhaps a little bit. I am moisturizing my hands every day, multiple times a day. Do you know something crazy? Wow, my tongue is just in the wrong spot today. Do you know something crazy? I actually have worn sunscreen every day for like this year. I think I've worn sunscreen every day this year. Maybe not every day. Every day that I've put on makeup this year, I've worn sunscreen. And I'm very proud of that. As someone, you can tell, I have very little pigment, and therefore the sun burns me aggressively, but I don't take care of my skin generally. I'm not a very reliable sunscreen user. I'm one of those people that's like, I'll just avoid going in the sun. But like, then I still end up burnt. But I've been really trying to think about it more because now I'm old and now skin cancer is more available. It feels like closer. It feels closer than it ever did. So I'm taking care of my skin this year. It's one of my New Year's resolution. Oh, actually, I need to write it down. I don't think I have it written down in my New Year's resolutions. So cute, isn't the painting though? Peekaboo is a very cute girl. New Year's resolutions. Take care of all my skin. Good. Now it's written down. Now I have to do it. How are you guys feeling today? How is everything going for you? It's been going really good here. Toby is having a little bit of an attitude adjustment, or he needs to make a little bit of an attitude adjustment, rather. I don't know what is going on with him, but every time the birds fly and every time they land on the floor, he runs at them barking, and then he jumps on them. He doesn't bite them, but, like, the birds react, and they, like, he doesn't hurt them, so that's good. But he jumps, like, he tries to put his paw on their tail, and the birds know it's coming because they're way faster than him. And so they turn around and threaten to bite him. And then they're both doing this, like, Toby's mouth is open and he's going, ha, 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 ha. And the bird's mouth is open and they're going, ah, ah, ah. And it looks, okay, Toby's tail is wagging, Peekaboo's got her wings open, Peekaboo, Beelzebub has her wings open and her mouth open. It looks like play. Also, Beelzebub jumps off of the cage toward Toby, so that makes me also feel like it's intentional. I'm worried that Beelzebub is going to bite Toby. I'm not so worried that Toby is going to hurt Beelzebub because... You okay? Alex? Oh, okay. I thought you fell.
What?
I thought you fell. Okay.
I think I'd be more loud than that.
Anyway, so yeah, Toby is now kind of like on watch of the birds because he wants to have this happen. And every time I go to handle them, he is like really interested in interacting with them. But then if I take a bird on my hand and bring it down to Toby's level, he like looks away, he sits down, he acts completely uninterested. So it's like the chase. I don't know. I have this feeling, and I don't know if it's true, but it feels true. And the feeling is that I think Toby would probably benefit from a sibling. I'm not particularly ready for a new dog. I know that. And I don't feel like I want one. I don't feel like I want to, like, invest and get into that. But I have this, like, thing in the back of my head where I'm like, I think Toby would really... I think he would really love to have a sibling. I think he would really love to play with another dog. Like, he's restless, and when he's restless, he, like, tries to rough play with Peekaboo, and Peekaboo engages pretty well. Like, she goes on her back and puts her feet in the air and paws at his face while he's growling around her, but it's not the same as two dogs doing it, because cats just, they don't have the same energy, and Toby can't communicate with her the same way. So he, like, mauls Peekaboo and does like this run back and forth, maul her face while she's slapping him, and then he runs away, and then he runs back, and it looks like they're having fun. There's no yelping, there's no barking, it's just growling, and there's no hissing. So they're getting along. I'm not worried about them, but I think Toby wants to rough play with something, and the birds are not a good idea to rough play with, because if they bite him, they could bite, like, through his bones. Like, they are way stronger jawed than how delicate his body is. But then it's also, like, he wants to rough and tumble play, but that I can't get a 10-pound dog because he wouldn't be able to, like, play properly. It's like I need to find another 5-pound dog, and it's like, where do you find... Hi, I'm looking for a 4.5-pound Chihuahua that is between 5 and 8 years old, and, gets along with my dog. It's just, now it's in the back of my head, and I'm just thinking about it more, just because, I don't know. Older dogs will often get more energetic when they have another dog in the household. Well, Toby is energetic enough. Like, he obviously sleeps most of the day. He's a Chihuahua. Like, I'm not expecting him to have a lot of activity, but when he wants to play, he wants to, like, he doesn't want me to pull on the toy and play pull with him. He wants me to pretend that I'm going to take the toy and push my hand up against his body without even touching the toy. He just wants me to, like, push him around. Like, he just lets me push his body around while he goes, like, rah, rah, and bites on the toy. Like, that's the game for him. So that tells me that I think he would like rolling around with another little dog. Good morning, good morning. Good morning from Texas. Good morning from Southern Ontario. Older dogs. Good morning, Lefty. Good morning, Yarn Room. Good morning, everyone. So yeah, now it's on the back of my heart that there's like this shadow of, okay, there is still a little bit missing in our family dynamic. I've been feeling really full about our family dynamic, being like, we have 1 cat, 1 dog, and 2 birds. It's a perfect scenario. I don't think we need 2 cats. I feel like we've tried having 2 cats and it went so hard that I don't think I want to do that, like, at all. I have no desire to do that. Whereas, because Peekaboo is completely satisfied as a single cat. Like, she has no desire to share her cat energy, but I can feel that Toby wants more. I can feel it, buddy. I know it is. I know you want somebody to play with. Also, he is so smart. He was hungry last night because I've been feeding him in the morning and at night for the last couple of days because I'm trying out a new feeding system with him. So in the morning he gets half of his food and in the evening he gets half of his food. I was feeding him all at one time, but I was finding him having a hard time finishing all of the food. We are going to knit if you're like, what are we talking about here? We're talking about my pets, but we are going to knit. I'll show you what we're knitting. I guess I can just start knitting as I talk. Anywho, yeah, so he was hungry and I hadn't fed him yet and I hadn't remembered when I was going to feed him. And he started barking out of nowhere and then he jumped on the dog. Like, we have a shelf with a dedicated to dog stuff. He jumped on it and started pawing at the dog treats. And I was like, oh, do you want to do some tricks? And he was wagging his tail. So then I sat down with him and did a few tricks. And then I was like, he's telling me he wants to eat. I put out his food and he scarfed it down in like 2 minutes. So he's actually really brilliant and he's got like comprehension skills. Like, show her the dog treats. Dog treats are food. I want food. At least that's what I'm anthropomorphizing him, possibly. But he is a person trapped inside of a tiny dog. Get a Siamese. I don't think I want to get another dog. I don't think at all. By the way, hi Christine. Nice to see you. Good morning. I don't think I want another cat. I think Peekaboo is. I think I am happy to have 1 cat. I think my heart can hold 1 cat at a time. But I think I could manage for Toby. That's what I'm saying. Is like, when we got Toby, it was for me. If we get another dog, it's for Toby. Anyway, so yeah, Toby's been trying to play with the birds and try to play with the cat, and that's making me feel some kind of way. What else is happening? Oh, I made the most delicious dinner yesterday, and I want to tell you about it because I think I did some fancy stuff. So I had chicken breasts, 2 chicken breasts. I hammered them out pretty thin. I have a big meat hammer, and you put it on a cutting board, you put plastic on top of it, and then you hammer it, and it flattens it out into a big, huge sheet of chicken, essentially. And then I took a bunch of frozen spinach, I let it thaw throughout the day, squeezed out all the water, and then spread the spinach all over it like a cinnamon bun, like as if, imagine the spinach is cinnamon, all over the inside of the chicken. Then I seasoned it with salt and pepper and garlic and tandoor masala, some masala that I have in my spice rack. And what else did I put on it? Oh, hot sauce. And then I got a goat cheese boursin. It's like a firm cream cheese that you use when you're doing charcuterie, spread it on crackers, but Alex and I like to eat it, so I just pick it up for us. Anyway, I used that and I stuffed the chicken with that, and then I rolled it up into a cinnamon bun and then placed it on parchment paper on a little bit of olive oil in a pan. And then I put it in the oven at 350 for half an hour-ish. I have a thermometer, so I stuck it in the middle. When it hit 165, I pulled it out. I actually pulled it out at 155 and then put it under tin foil, tented it, and it got itself up to 165. So it was safe to eat. And then as our side dish, I fried, I am not exaggerating to you, probably 2, 4, 6, maybe 6 or 7 cups of mushrooms. We went to the grocery store and there was, mushrooms were on a special sale, so probably they're close to the date, like when they're going to start not being good. But you know how much 1 unit of mushrooms is when you go to the grocery store, right? If you're in Canada or the States, it's probably pretty similar. I don't know about what you guys buy in the rest of the world, but we buy something that's probably 4 inches by 4 inches by 3 inches. That's the container, and then it's like overfilled with mushrooms. This was about 4 times that much. I just joined and I am new here. Well, welcome, Craft Maiden. I hope that you enjoy this community. It's a great community with really nice people. We do crafting stuff here. Not any one specific thing. I would say we're mostly knit and crochet. I would say crochet is the dominant craft, and then there's lots of other crafts around it. But I'm knitting right now, and I've been painting a lot. But welcome, glad to have you. Good morning from California. I'm in southern Ontario in Canada. I wish I was in California right now because hello, winter. We have like 4 feet of snow in our backyard, and it's turned to ice over the last week, and it's just so cold. Also, look at this adorable cat. Who's just hanging out with me. I've subscribed to your channel and you have inspired me. Oh, thank you. Okay, what was I saying? What was I talking about? Animals. Shoot, I lost my train of thought. Must have been very entertaining and very important. Anywho. That's so annoying though, when you lose your train of thought. Fully left my brain. So what's next on the docket? I'm starting to get anxious about my grow lights because I wish I could show you right now, but the mushrooms. Thank you, Heather. Jeez Louise. I don't know. It left my brain because it's not actually an interesting story. It's just interesting for me. Anyway, those containers of mushrooms, it was about 4 units of mushrooms. And it was all in one container, and it was $2, and that's like the regular price for mushrooms that are 1 container. So, yesterday I decided I was going to cook all of it. So I took the mushrooms, I washed all of them, I cut the bottoms off, and I cut them in half, and then I put them in my stainless steel pan. I heated my stainless steel pan up on like high heat, and then when the mushrooms were ready, I turned it down to like low medium. So because stainless steel holds heat well and like distributes it well. Then I fried up the mushrooms in some butter, telling us about dinner. Thank you. I'm sorry. My brain is, this is my first coffee and this is all I've drank of it. Look, you can still see coffee in it. So give me a break, okay? Anyway, I added butter, fried them up, and then after I fried them all up, I split them into 2 servings, and I put 1 container in the fridge in a container, and then the other one I added some olive oil, some pesto, some extra garlic because you can never have too much garlic, and some chopped onion tops. I have onions growing in my kitchen, so I just cut the greens off whenever I want to eat them. And did I put anything else in it? No, just a shite ton of mushrooms. And then I made some mini shells, like pasta shells, and then after they were 70% cooked, I tossed them in with the mushrooms and the olive oil, let it sit for 5 minutes, and by then the chicken was ready. I sliced it all up, put it all together. What have you got? It was so good. Look, you can see Toby through the shelf right now, right here. No, not there, Peekaboo. There he is. Hi, Pika. Good girl. Anyway, it was delicious. Alex loved it, and I have a new thing that I'm going to do because it was so fun for me yesterday. I cook. That's me. Alex cooks his breakfast and his lunch. I cook dinner. Always, I cook dinner. If I'm not cooking dinner, dinner's not being made. I am the cook for dinner. And I know, like, sometimes if I tell people that, they're like, can't he just? No, cooking is mine. Cooking belongs to me. If I'm not home, he can cook for himself. I don't know what it is. I am the cook. It is my feminine duty, and it is a duty I take to heart. I don't believe in gender roles. I don't believe in gender stereotypes. I don't really believe in gender, like, conforming or whatever. But at the same time, I do believe in pink and blue jobs when you're in a relationship. I don't care who does which ones, but I do believe jobs are separate. And the jobs that I do are cooking. Cooking is my big one. I am always in charge of groceries, and I am always in charge of cooking. And I love that. I feel like that is like I love it. I don't know what it is, but it makes me feel very, like, centered in my home. I know exactly what food we have in our pantry and in our fridge and in our freezer at all times. And, like, I know, like, for some people it's like, that's the mental load. For me, it would be stressful not knowing what I was going to open the fridge to. So for me, it's perfect. Anyway, I am the cook, and Alex loves when I cook, so I love cooking. Like, I love cooking to begin with. Are you guys cookers? Cookers? Chefs? Do you like to cook, or is food production for you like a waste of your energy and time? For me, I love cooking. I love creating, but I'm always making the same stuff because we have all the same ingredients. This past weekend, there were like 4 or 5 different sales on different meat. So we bought salmon, tilapia, and rainbow trout, which that sounds so bougie, but they were all on very, very, very good discounted prices. And then we also got chicken and ground beef. We would never get that much meat all in one week ever, because that's very expensive. Like, our grocery bill for last week was about $200 because it included meat for like a couple of months. And so this is the new creative thing. I'm a Mama Celeste. A Mama Celeste. What's a Mama Celeste? Oh yeah, you're a cooker. So here's the thing. After all that, I said to Alex yesterday, I don't know what I want to cook today. Can you just go into the freezer and pick a meat? Whatever meat you want, pick a meat. I'll cook around it. And he picked chicken breast, and I was like, that was fun. That was fun for me. Wow. Does that ever sound like 1950s housewife? I let my husband pick the meat. It was such a fun change. I had to come up with a recipe around the meat that he chose. Isn't it lovely? But, like, actually, though, like, LOL, but, like, actually, that was fun for me. So, yeah, I don't know what I need. You know what I love right now is I'm also really enjoying frozen veggies. I don't know if you're on the frozen veggie game or if you're only a fresh veggie girly, but I have, like, frozen peppers and onions, and I have frozen Brussels sprouts and broccoli and cauliflower and corn. And, like, I love adding frozen veggies to everything. I just add some frozen, and then it feels like we're having we're having different things, but really we're eating the same 10 vegetables, the same 5 proteins, and the same 3 carbs. I just have to swap out spices and accessory things like cheese and flavorings. Anyway, that's that for that. Miss Peekaboo wants attention, but I'm not giving it to her, so she's just gonna give me the eyes. What do you think? Do they look alike? Look this way. Look at this. What do you think? Hold on. Peekaboo, could you look at the screen? Here. Looks just like you. You're both fat. Beautiful. Anyway, let me see. I love everything about food. Me too. I love food. I love how everything can be changed a little bit. Frozen veggies are genius. I agree. I think frozen veggies are awesome because, first of all, they're frozen at peak freshness, which means your vegetables, when you buy frozen ones, they haven't been sitting, they don't get picked and then sit in a warehouse for 6 months. They get picked, washed, frozen, packaged, and then that frozen package might sit somewhere for a long time, but the nutrition isn't disappearing from it. Whereas if you are getting fresh spinach, it's coming from California. It's getting picked a week ago and transported via trucks from California to here. Like, you're not getting nutritionally dense vegetables. You're getting old vegetables when they're fresh, especially if they're, shipped in ones. Whereas with the frozen, you're getting fresh stuff in perfect, it's already cut up. It's like perfect. It's like, I love it so much. I'm obsessed with using frozen veggies now, especially for things like corn. Love a frozen corn. I love frozen peppers and onions. So convenient. I love frozen Brussels sprouts. To me, they're perfectly, totally adequate. Fresh Brussels sprouts in the fall when they're ripe and when you're getting them from, local places are, of course, going to be more delicious. Just like asparagus in the spring is going to be more delicious. But if I can't have fresh spring asparagus or fresh fall Brussels sprouts, frozen is definitely superior to fresh in the winter, at least where I live. So yeah, and also you can have 10 vegetables in the fridge. You can't have 10 different vegetables filling space for the week. I don't know. I love the freezer. It's like my favorite place for food to live. I like knowing if all is screwed up, like if the weather is terrible for 2 weeks, I will be able to feed us without us getting scurvy. You know what I mean? If we can't leave the house for 2 weeks, we won't get scurvy the way I have prepared our food. I know, this is so interesting. Also price matching. That's where it's at too. I think today I want fish. But what fish? We also have ocean perch. Okay, stop it. We have salmon, tilapia, rainbow trout, and ocean perch, all in the freezer right now. 4 fish. What am I, a millionaire? 4 different fish varieties in the freezer at one time? What am I, a fancy rich person? No, I just buy things on sale and I love fish. Hannah, yes, some people want you to think fresh is superior to frozen, which is wrong. Indeed. I need more meals that have potatoes, though. I have a 10-pound bag of potatoes that I'm like, maybe it's 10 kilo. I don't know how big it is. It's a big bag of potatoes. Whatever the big bag size is. I have a big bag of potatoes, and I have to use them up before they get soft and yucky. And I don't know I can do mashed potatoes. I can do shredded potatoes. I can do cubed roasted potatoes. Hey there, Sharon. Good morning. Hey guys, don't forget to click the thumbs up button as you come into the chat today, as you come into the live stream. It helps the channel, and I would really appreciate it if you... Well, did you see how fast Toby ran for that bird? It's okay, the bird will bite him, and then he will never do it again. Alex is escorting the bird back to the cage. You can just pick it up. I don't know who it is, that's why I'm saying it. Goofy birds. He's blocking Toby from getting the bird. My thumb is up. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. I am so excited to get this dress done. It's going to be the cutest thing ever. And we're going to put pockets on it, and that's going to be so cute. I wonder how far we can get on this. If I just keep knitting, just keep knitting, just keep knitting, knitting, knitting. What do? We knit, knit. Click the thumbs up. Thumbs up the video, you. I'm looking at you. You who has not put the like on the video yet, what are you doing? Click that thumbs up, you. Also, here's what the dress is looking like right now in terms of length. We are getting somewhere. It is so cute. I think the pockets will be green. Originally I was thinking pink pockets with green lines on them, but I think green pockets will be more cute. Maybe we can make the pockets shaped like something, you know? You know how I was saying before, like a dinosaur or a wolf or a bear or something, like putting some kind of animal on this or some kind of theme on this dress, not color work style, either surface embroidery knitting style and or sewing on a patch or something. That is so cute. Thank you so much. I think so too. It is gonna be really cute. It better be. I feel good about it. I feel like it's gonna be cute. Here's what the top looks like. Hold on. There's what the top looks like. So it's like a little tank top dress. And then it is an A-line. I know you can't tell it's A-line, but it increases. Like the size increases. It gets wider and wider. I think we will, after this, need to add a belt because I think it's going to be quite loose, but it's going to be very cute. Sunflower pockets would be so cute. Sunflowers is fun. I think I want to do something not girly. Not necessarily like trying to make it masculine, but I'm trying to push it a little more towards gender neutral because right now it's pink, which makes it very girly, and this toddler is not very girly, but still, hold on. You're doing a great job with the little dress. Thanks, Sharon. So, yeah, that's why I was saying like a wolf or a dinosaur or something like that on it. Leaf pockets? Oh, leaves could be beautiful. Hannah, that's a great idea. Little leaf pockets? Stop. That's a great idea. Because guess what leaves are? Basically squares. So if we just make 2 square pockets, we can just shape them to be leaves pretty easily, I think. Amazing. When I said the dress reminded me of a tulip, pale pink with the dull green. Ah, that's smart. It does sort of look tulipy, doesn't it? And I do love tulips. But still, I want animals or gender neutral stuff. Something that's not too girly. And Hannah, that's an awesome idea. I think it is an awesome idea. Oh, by the way, Candace, are you here? I did something good. Hold on. I designed a thing for you. I designed something for you. You're going to be like, for me? And then you're going to see it and you're going to be like, oh, not literally for me. I designed bloomers. I figured out how to make knitted baby bloomers. Or at least I figured it out in my head. And I tried to draw out what my head is thinking. And I think I can do it. After I finish this dress, that is. If I finish this dress. I would really like to. Let me just move this back a bit. Why? Why are you like this? I need you to stay up like this. Oh, shoot! Oh, no! Oh, shoot! No! Oh, my God. Why am I like this? Just broke a piece of pottery and knocked my camera over. It's all right. Everybody just deep breaths. We're all going to survive this. Am I surprised that this has happened? No. Not really. I wish it didn't happen. Because it's not good when cameras fall over. But am I shocked? I am not shocked. Okay, let's try this again, except this time let's not have the camera fall over. Especially not when Alex can hear. He's always here trying to protect my tech, and it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what he does. I always manage to almost break everything or break everything. Alright, let's see how that looks. Hopefully that looks okay. And it won't fall over again. That would be great. Dang it. I liked this pot. Oh, golly. Such is life. This is how it goes for me sometimes. Sometimes we just knock everything over. Dopamine left my body. No, it's okay. Don't worry. Dopamine doesn't need to leave your body over that. We're okay. Okay. Camera's okay. Camera has survived the ordeal. Camera will hopefully forgive me. It's gonna be fine. We're all gonna be okay. So glad you left the mic live. Thanks. Another moment, Laura moment. God, I love it. Well, I'm glad you love it. I'm glad that you love it. I will say no amount of SSRIs can cure that part of ADHD. No amount of amphetamine-based medication can correct that level of clumsy. I'll tell you that. You know, like they say, like people with ADHD tend to be not aware of their surroundings and more clumsy and more injured. I think that's true. Ouch, my head. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Was it really, really loud? Oh, you mean that you watched yourself fall. I got it. No, I'm so sorry. Sorry, the little pottery, but the cam is hopefully okay. Everything's fine. All is well. Everything's okay. Maybe you can do some... Oh, it was... No, unfortunately. Unfortunately, no. That will not be possible. It is very broken in many, many pieces. Katrina, I was thinking about starting a YouTube, but scared because I'm a mess. This just inspired me. Great. I'm a mess, and it made you feel, you're like, if she can do it, so can I. That woman is a mess. Thanks. But also, it's true. But I do know this about myself. So, like, see this? You might look at this glass thing and be like, that's on top of something else. That's a very bad, dangerous idea. Guess what, though? No, it's not. I glued it down. I got these, like, gel glue dots, and I put them on all of the feet. So it's actually stuck there. So it won't fall. I just have to live my life a little bit more aware that things break. Like, I can't have anything that's dear to me that is too sentimental unless it is fully protected from me, aka my animal's bones. I have the skulls of my cats and my dog and my chicken here, and they are very dear to me. Therefore, they are under protection. You know what I'm saying? Everything else that I have, if it's not under protection, then if it breaks, I go, aw, dang it. I don't get upset about breaking things, because life is meant to be lived, guys. If you break stuff because you're clumsy, you have to find a way to live around that, and my way is just not being sentimental about things. So for pockets, leaves is good. Also, what about a star and a moon? A star and a moon, okay. We're getting farther away from a dinosaur, though. Anyway, all is well. I'm sorry if it was loud or if it was scary for any of you guys. Everything's fine here. I hope you don't take that the wrong way, lol. I just love how real you are. Well, I don't take it the wrong way because I am aware of how I am. I am fully aware of it. None of this comes as a surprise to me. It's not ideal that I am basically spastic, but at the same time, I can't do much about it. I am in my mid-30s. It's not like now I'm going to be like, I'm suddenly going to be not a total clumsy mess. I'm just going to not anymore. It doesn't work that way. So, such is life, okay? All is well. Everything's good. I'm making a really cute dress. It's going to be so worth it. I don't know how we would do anything dinosaur themed. This child loves dinosaurs. That's why I keep bringing dinosaurs up. But I don't know how. I have to think more about it. Also, one of the next projects I want to do with you guys is decorating my overalls. In case you didn't know, I recently got my second pair of overalls, and it's kind of a big deal. This time, Alex got me canvas ones, and they're dark green, and they're beautiful, but they're very plain. Right now, they look like farm work equipment, which it is. It's like, they're not Carhartt, they're the other brand. Dickies? They're Dickies, they're workwear. And that's what I want, that's what I like. But even though that's what I like in terms of fabric, I would like it to be more whimsical. So I decided I'm going to do embroidery and decoration on them. But it has to be decoration that can go into the washing machine and the dryer because I want it to remain as tough as it is right now. So I have a bunch of iron-on and sew-on patches, and I have embroidery floss. I thought we could at least dress up some of my overalls. Would you guys like to do that on live, or do you want me to just do that and then show you it when it's done? Because I'm going to enjoy it, so it doesn't really matter to me where I do it. You know, some jobs it's like, I want to do it with you because it's pretty and fun. And then some jobs I'm like, you don't need to be there for that if you don't want to. But if you're interested, then I can do it with you. I'm just really excited to do it because it's almost time to be working outside on my hands and knees in the garden, which is like my favorite time of year. And I'm excited to use my canvas overalls and like break them in. That's something I'm really pumped about. I want these overalls to be like for a while, my overalls. Live! Okay, Heather. Done. We'll do it as a live. We'll do it live! Ugh. I think that's works for me. Oh, by the way, good morning, Michelle. I have a question for you guys. Do you hear the music in the background? I have a playlist going in the background, and I want to know if you can hear it. And then I also want to know if it matters. Does this music positively affect the live stream, negatively, or not at all? Like, should I change the music style? I was listening to it yesterday. I was just like, I hadn't listened to the live stream playlist in a while, and it's very like ethereal, which is fine, but like, should it be more, I don't know, lo-fi or more like casual coffee shop sounds? Like, what's the vibe? And also, I said to Alex this summer, I want to find somewhere that has really good atmosphere, like atmosphere and energy, and I want to record 3 hours in the place so that I can put that as the playlist, and just have it be like us in a coffee shop, or maybe like us in a library or something, you know, so that the audio background noise. No music today. There is music on. You didn't hear it though. Okay. Yes, lightly. Whatever makes you happy. Here's the music. I don't mind the music. Okay. Well, I had it on a low volume. This is the low volume I have it at, which is significantly more quiet than my voice. But I don't know how it affects you guys to have the music on in the back. I always want to know, how's your experience? How's your viewer experience? Are you finding the live stream is higher quality now since we made the changes? And by higher quality, I mean, is the picture clearer? That's new and different. Oh, it's always on. It's just on quietly. Sorry. I didn't know you're not even hearing it at all. Well, anyway, are you noticing the camera picture is clearer and less laggy? Are you noticing we're not having the same glitch lag problems as normal? I'm hoping that it's worth it. I like lo-fi. I can't hear any music now, though. Okay, well, good. Oh, much. Really? You can tell? Awesome. That makes me feel good, because it is a whole shit show of a system to make it the way it is. So I'm hoping it's an improvement. I have you on TV. I don't hear music today. I usually do. Okay. Well, odd, but also okay. When we come into the stream, I usually have it about this volume, and then I turn it down to this volume, but I guess you can't hear it there. So I'll try a little higher and see how that feels as background music. And if it's overpowering or bothering you, let me know. My sewing machine broke and I had a breakdown. Stepmom brought me one of their spares. That's amazing that you had a stepmom bring you one of their spares, because that would give me a breakdown. If I was in the middle of sewing a project and my sewing machine broke, that would give me a breakdown also. There it is. I'm sorry to hear that. Me too. That sounds awful. I also, nowadays, there's so few sewing machine repair places. At least in my area, there are not very many places you can go to get a sewing machine repaired. And now they cost a lot more than they used to. I feel like I used to go for like $40 to have it tuned up. And now it's like $140 to $200 for a tune-up just because they can, because there's nobody there. Hey, Candy. Oh, Candy, still can't figure out how to fix my screen name. I know. I don't know why YouTube did that. They switched everybody, so I had to get used to your new screen names, and now I am calling you by your screen names, not your chosen previous screen names. Oh, YouTube, switch it back. What are you doing? Anyway, that's stressful. I've had the itch to do sewing, but I don't have the space for it right now. And I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to just let that itch continue to grow, and then when it is unbearable, I'll take out my sewing machine. Right now I can fill it with other activities, but I do have that itch starting, and I would love to start sewing again. I just don't have room, and it's about to be spring, so there's going to be even more no room. But you know what? Maybe this summer will be a sewing summer, because all of the plants that are in this room leave. They all go outside once summer hits. So since they're all going to be outside, I'll have all this room. Maybe I could put my sewing machine on this table behind me and have just a little sewing station that can stay stationary and up all summer long. That might be a fun project. Do you have any sewing things you'd like to learn? Because I am pretty good at sewing, I think. I'm not like an expert by any means, but I know enough to make clothes, you know? I know enough to design things. What's the pink light behind you? It's a grow light. I just turned it on to pink instead of white. It has 2 color options, white or pink, and I just put it on pink. It's on my plants. There's a bunch of plants here that have, the window is far, and this window is it's not the right way for plants. Like, the light doesn't come enough to feed all of my plants. It's good enough for these plants close to the window, but like this monstera needs help, and these guys all need extra light. It's not enough light for them, so I have grow lights behind them. But the grow light's pink, and I think that's fun. Pink is a fun thing. I love pink. Poor little Laura had to hide the fact that she loved pink. I was like, green's my favorite color. Pink is for girls. I don't like that. I don't like things that regular girls like. And now I'm an adult, and I'm like, oh no, pink is the best, actually. Pink is the best color, turns out. After all this time, pink was always the best. Anywho, all these things will be away from the live stream during summer because they live outside and they live a happy life out there. How have you not clicked the thumbs up button yet? You better click the thumbs up button. I see you. I see all the viewers versus likes. Also, let's aim for 20 for today, shall we? 20 likes, I think, is a good jump off point. What else is going on? Oh, yesterday Alex went for his daily walk, and while he was gone, I vacuumed the whole upstairs, and then I mopped the whole upstairs, and it was dry by the time he got home. And to be a domestic goddess, I mopped the floor, and then while it was drying, since I couldn't stand on the floor, I stood on the kitchen mat and washed all of the dishes. And then I watered all my plants. So I didn't get a lot of work done, but I did get a lot of housework done. Our house is very clean right now, which is nice. But you know what I did do that is very ADHD of me? I have now washed the same load of laundry 3 times. 3 times it has gone through the wash because I wash it and I say, I'm turning the washing machine on now. Don't forget, when it's done, move it into the dryer. 2 days later, I didn't move it into the dryer. Okay, I'll just wash it again because now it smells. Because it's been in the washing machine damp for 2 days. Wash it again. Don't forget, put it in the dryer. A day and a half later, didn't put it in the dryer. So it has now been washed 3 times. It went into the dryer last night because Alex managed to do it, because I didn't. And now it is dry in the dryer. Done. And now it'll sit in the dryer until Alex puts it away, because I'm very bad about laundry. It's in a room with a closed door. And laundry goes into laundry bins, and once it's in bins, it disappears to me. So laundry is not an easy thing. It's not out in the open enough. Like, dirty dishes are right there in the middle of the sink. You can't avoid them. Laundry, I can absolutely avoid, because I can put it in a laundry bin that has a lid and never look at it. And then it's gone. And then I don't notice that there's laundry until I have no socks. And then I'm like, oh, we have to do laundry. There's no socks. So generally, Alex is in charge of laundry, because it just leaves reality for me. Object permanence comes very visible to me when it has, in regards to my laundry. Fixed it. Oh, good. Oh, good. How did you do it? Had to go into channel settings and change my handle. Okay, cool. If you want to change your name back to whatever it was before, guys, go into channel settings and change your handle. Thank you very much, Candy, for figuring that one out. Feels like I'm starting to get lower in the yarn here. But that's okay. There will be enough. The yarn gods will provide. I will not run out of yarn. The yarn gods would not let that happen for this adorable dress, because that would be so mean, and they wouldn't do that to me. Did you guys watch the video yesterday? If you didn't, what in the heck are you doing? I put out a tutorial. Do you understand? I worked really hard on it. Do you want to see what I made? I made a crochet leaf throw pillow. It's very cute, and I think it's a good tutorial. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not even going to say I think it is. It is. It's a good tutorial. You should check it out. Also, we should check the sub count for today. Let's see if we have grown at all overnight. I'll just tell you every stream. 99,175 subscribers. 99175. That's where we are at today. 99175. So we only need... What is it? We need 900. And... 835? Is that right? Do we need 835 more? That's crazy. Did you see how long that took me, by the way? And it might not even be... No, 25. No, right? 75, 85, 95, 100. Whatever. You know what I'm saying. You know what it is. $25. Yeah. Anyway, $8.25. Just because my brain got anxious, the numbers won't math in my head now. So I have to do it on a calculator because it's causing me anxiety. Even though I could just do it in my head if I slowed down when I get anxious. Hold on. When I get anxious, it doesn't work. $8.25. Well, I have 2 university bachelor's degrees. Just neither of them are in math. So come at me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. The point is that we are at 99,175 subscribers, and that's quite a few. So you should definitely join, because 825 subscribers from now, we are going to be hitting that 100K. YouTube is going to send me a silver play button, and I'll be officially, on paper, a real live YouTuber. Alex keeps saying, you are a real live YouTuber. Stop saying that. But I won't stop saying that I'm not a real live YouTuber until I get 100,000 subscribers. So 825 subscribers from now, I'll tell you guys, I'm a real YouTuber now. But until then, I'm going to just hold out. There's nothing wrong with double checking. Thank you, Candy. And you know what? Could I have double checked in my brain? Yes. But what happens when I'm put on the spot? It doesn't matter what I'm looking at. If I know how to do it, it doesn't matter. If I'm put on the spot, it doesn't work. My brain stops trying. It's not even that it can't figure it out. It stops trying. So I'm just looking at two numbers. There's nothing happening inside my brain. It just shuts off and won't let me do it. So I have to use a calculator, which is so fun. Which is, you know what's annoying is that I know that about myself as an adult now, and it doesn't make me feel embarrassed. But when I was a kid, it would make me feel very stupid. Because it's like when I got called to do something, I wouldn't be able to do it. But I knew how to do it. I could have done it if you had said, everybody do this question on paper. But it was about, Laura, do it out loud. If two trains are traveling, and one is traveling at 60 kilometers per hour, and the other one is traveling at 140 kilometers per hour, they are currently 64 and 128 kilometers from this station. How long will it take for them to cross each other's paths at this station? Just questions like that where you're like, that requires so many little math problems that I need to sit down with. Making me do that out loud in front of people. Mad disrespect, I tell ya. Anyway, the tutorial I put out yesterday is for this crocheted leaf pillow, which may resemble a butt in some ways, but in other ways it resembles a leaf, and therefore you should check out the tutorial because I made it and I think it's good. I made like cool transitions and titles and all kinds of good stuff. Definitely a fun watch and a longer video, 30 minutes. Who is she? I need to I need to cut my current video down to like 20 minutes. I need to start working also on shorts. I need to like turn all of my content into shorts, but I would rather die than edit all of my content into shorts. You know what I'll do? When I hit 100,000 subscribers, you know what? As soon as I get a real paycheck, like when I get to the point where I'm like, oh, I'm making as much as Alex now. When I get to that point, I will hire someone to do shorts because I have zero desire to do video editing of videos that I've already edited. If I could just hire someone to take all of the content that I've already made and cut it up, just cut it all up, that would be amazing. But I don't want to. Michelle, I don't like shorts. I don't like making them. I don't mind watching them. Watching them is fine. I don't like making them. I don't like working on my phone to post things on my phone. That's why I don't like posting on Instagram or anything anymore. Let's see if this oldie can figure out the name change. I'll let you know. Sounds good, Candace. Channel settings. Anyway, yeah, I don't like making them, so... But they're good for your channel. They make views happen. So, like, I should be doing it. I enjoy good shorts, and I'm willing to learn. Well, I'm not currently willing to learn. But when I get somewhere with this channel, that's something I think I will hire out. I don't think I want to learn it. I think I want to just give that to somebody else. I wonder how you, are they? Oh, yeah, they're, like, important. But I also don't know. I don't know anything. That's what I don't know. I know how to make videos and edit videos in Premiere Pro. I need to update my skills, but I just am comfortable with the ones I have, you know? I just don't wanna. Isn't that okay too? No, it's not. Not if you want to become a real live YouTuber, Laura. Do you like how I just talk to myself in the third person, in the first person? Unpaid, because I don't have a job, so it's not like I'm low on free time. No, I'm definitely not going to do free labor. That's not the vibe, but I appreciate the idea, the offer, but I will not be doing free labor, but I can't pay for anything right now, so I have to wait until I'm earning enough money to justify the expense, and then I will do it. My sister Julia texted me this morning, and she said, I am petitioning you to open an art Instagram for all of your paintings because I just followed a bunch of them, and I was like, Laura should put her art here. And I said, I will take that into consideration. And you know what? The consideration is already been taken into, and I'm not doing it. I'm not opening another Instagram. I'm not adding a new social media to my list of social medias. I already don't post enough on the one that I have. My lack of social engagement makes me nervous because it feels like when I hit 100,000 subscribers, I'm supposed to be a real live YouTuber, so I should be good at things. And yet, I cannot manage to do all the social medias already. So, that's not great. Eventually. There's time. I'll learn. I'm in my mid-30s, and that makes me feel stressed because I'm like, am I aging out of the YouTube pipeline? Am I still going to be fine on here? I hope so. There's some older YouTubers, right? I feel like they're all children whenever I open up just YouTube and the main page. Okay. Looking good. Letting me stay in the Discord if I turn off Patreon. I want to see you succeed, and if I can help in a more tangible way, I want to. Well, Candy, I appreciate that, but I'm not even ready yet. I'm not ready yet to even... It's like just the first thoughts in my head. Do you know what I mean? I'm not ready to commit to anything or to jump into anything yet. But thank you. I appreciate the offer. When I get to a point where it's something I have the room to think about, I will. Right now, all I can do is wax poetic about it. About my big plans. My big, brilliant plans. Oh gosh. Almost just knocked over a coffee. That was what I oh goshed about. I think we might finish the pink today. I feel like I've been knitting at a speed that we could probably get through the rest of that pink ball of yarn. I don't know if it's true. I just feel like it could. Click the like button. Click the like button. Come into this live stream. Join us. Do crafts with us. But click the thumbs up, okay? Also, stop. My hair is adorable today. I was worried it wasn't going to look cute because it's 3 days old at this point, and I am into it. Dry shampoo saved my life. I would really love to have this dress done soon. I have so much work to do, and I also have to figure out how to knit baby bloomers. I need to do a little bit of a test. But I don't want to because it feels like it's going to take a lot of time. It does. It does. Thank you. You're a nice lady. Well, that's a big nope, but my ID here is not that bad, I guess. Okay, let me see where channel settings are. Community moderation? No. Okay, so where can I look if I'm looking at these? You know what? Give me a minute because I have to pee. So I'm going to go do that, and you guys can just watch the atmosphere while I do that. I'll turn the music up a little so you have music to listen to. And then you can enjoy that while I go pee. There. Here's your music. Ah! honey, I'm home. Bah. All right. Back to knitting then. Let me just try. Turn this a little this way. A little this way. And then I'll... My rolly chair. She don't want to roll there. I just want you to see what I'm knitting as I knit. But I need the mic to be close enough. I like the music. Yeah, Michelle, thanks. Well, then I guess I won't change it for a while. I was thinking of changing it. I was looking yesterday at it and being like, should I make a new one? Is it getting old yet? Does it bother you? Is it too loud? Is it too quiet? Is it too repetitive? Is it too the same? Boring? Exciting? So, since I don't know, I ask. Hello.
Oh.
Goody. So, what else can we talk about? We talk about plants, we talk about the animals, we talk about the crochet and the knitting. I do need a new crochet tutorial to make. I need to crochet something cool and make a tutorial on it. And it needs to be... I don't know what it needs to be. I'm thinking that I want to do another pair of baby booties. This time I'm thinking I want them to be like really delicate. So like a really small hook and thin yarn. I haven't done that yet. Maybe something different for the different seasons. Yeah, so the baby booties that I'm thinking of are kind of like slippers, like Mary Jane's almost, except made of yarn. So I haven't designed them yet, but I have a little picture in my head. And that's something I've been wanting to do, is make more delicate baby slippers. A cute spring top. Okay, if we're crocheting a cute spring top, is it something we're wearing a tank top under, or is the idea that we're actually wearing it with just a bra underneath as our shirt? Because I find crochet to be a little bit gappy for that. Oh, the music I meant. A cute, something different for the different seasons. That's a good idea. I'm gonna write it down. It's a good idea. Change music seasonally. Cool. Hi, bud. What is it? I got a little chihuahua here. What's up, bud? You already went out, huh? Come here. Lie down over here. This is your bed. There you go. Go on. Lie down. Go. In your bed. In your cozy bed. There you go. Sweet puppy dog. I have tried to crochet a monstera leaf applique, but I haven't found any tutorials that make sense to me. A monstera leaf. Let me think about a monstera leaf. What would we want to make for that? You know what? Let me just look at one in my head to see how we would do it. And then if I can figure out how to do it, I would love that. It wouldn't be a little tutorial, really, because there's multiple... The problem with tutorials is that tutorials that have lots of changes in the pattern take forever to film because that's 1,000 steps, as opposed to something that's like a shape, right? Like if we're making a square, I can be like, repeat that for 50 rows, and now we have a big long thing. Whereas when it's like a shape that you have to do a bunch of shit for, excuse my language, it ends up being like an hour-long tutorial because I have to explain every increase and decrease. So while it won't be a little tutorial, I do think it would make a good tutorial. So let me just think about what a monstera leaf looks like. This is a monstera here. Do we need to have holes in it, or is it fine with just the splits or whatever they're called? Okay, it's a symmetrical leaf, so we can start with a middle line. And then it has a big round top. And the round top is about half of the width of the whole leaf. So the leaf will go to here and here. Then it comes in. How far in? Close to the center, but not quite center. Okay. It doesn't need holes, lol. Yeah, I understand. Okay, so then there's that. And then which way are these? They're all coming in the same way. So the bottom of the leaf is basically gonna be a half circle, or more than half of a circle, really. So from here, we could do 2 half circles. And then this comes next. And sorry, one sec. I need to do it now because right now is when I want to do it, and if I don't do it right now, then I won't do it. And that's period the truth. Okay. I think these can get closer, right? No, they're still pretty far in. Hold on. The whole bottom is basically one piece, and it gets pointy like this. Sorry, I'm busy. Oh, you think I need to pay attention to you? Not right now. I'm in the middle of something. Okay, and how far should you go to the center? Pretty close. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. How are you feeling, Candace? True. Idea up above. Okay. What about making a tote bag thing to keep your garden gloves, small shovel, ties, for plant markers? Hold on. What about a tote bag thing to keep in your garden gloves? Small ties for plant markers, etc. Okay, so I have plant markers already. My mom gifted me, like, I don't know, 120 little plant markers, so I don't want to do plant markers. In crochet anyway, how would I do that? A tote bag, okay, a tote bag is a good idea, but my my shovel and my little tools came with the carrying case, and also that would mean that it's an outside bag, isn't it? If it's a tote bag that holds shovels and stuff, shovel things, then it would be an outdoor item, and I don't have any outdoor yarn. No, a tote to carry all. I can do a tote, and we could do color work so that there is a shovel on it. A tote bag to hold all your garden tools. My garden tools live outside, though. Like, what garden tools would I be storing inside that would store with a tote bag? Unless it's like okay, hear me out. Like a tote bag, except it's something that hangs on the wall by the door. Like more something, like think of like it has a flat back, so it's against the wall, but it has a hole in it up here and then comes down like this. Maybe a drawstring even, so that it opens wide like that, and then it can like scrunch up, and that could hold my gardening gloves. And like bug spray. Something like that could work. And we could even make it like a cool shape, you know? Okay, I've got it working in my head. Okay, let me show you my Monstera drawing. This is what I'm thinking. Not quite perfect, but like, it's fine. You know what I mean? It's fine. It doesn't need to be like the mushroom. Yeah, exactly, except for if it opened more. Okay, let me just think again. What do you look like? Are they round? They are round, they're not pointy. And the lines are actually in between them. Okay, so there is a center line, and the center line gets wider as you get lower. Then the center line of each of these straight pieces is the other vein. It's the leaf vibe for sure. Yeah. As long as it's the vibe. Is it every other one? It is, so they're not even symmetrical. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, let's think of shapes that we can use for this. Everything has to be organized into shapes in my head. Yeah. Thanks for asking, Katrina. Recovery is slow. I have no idea what recovery is like for that, Candace. Like, I have no concept of it. Do you want to talk us through it? You don't have to if it's, like, not the vibe for you. I totally get that. But, yeah, I don't know what the recovery is like. I'm glad you're here, but I'm sorry that it's hard. Okay. Oh, a fruit hammock? Yeah, like a fruit hammock, Michelle, for the garden things, but by the door and like maybe less gappy. A fruit hammock is also an option for something to make. I can imagine that's a slow recovery, but I'm glad you're doing well. Yeah, absolutely. There was something else that I had a thought about doing, but I'm like, I don't know if it'll make me overwhelmed to look at. I was thinking of making like covers for my shelf that I can close the shelf away. Yeah, a fruit hammock. Okay, let me just also get my list out then. I'll write these things down. I'll make you a fruit hammock, no problem. If my pen will decide to work again, come on. Crochet, fruit. Wow, really, Laura? Fruit. I will freak out at this. Hammock. And what was the other one? A garden tool bag. Garden stuff bag. Come now. Bag. I made mine with 2 strands of Karen cotton ripple, with swapping one color for each section to get the gradient look from top to bottom. That's a cool idea. The mushroom brought me to you. Really? Oh, that's romantic. Okay. And baby bloomers. Did I write those yet? No. Knitted bloomers. And delicate. I am going to freak out at this pen. Delicate booties. Anyway, now we've got it there. Now, let me just think a little bit more on this. This is probably a single crochet item. And these pieces are probably front post or embroidered over the top, because that's too... I don't know how I'll be able to do that. Ooh, I could do the veins by doing back loops only crochet when I get to the row that the vein is in, because that'll just create a little bit of extra like height at the edge of the row, or at the edge, yeah, at the bottom of the rows, which I think will look like veining. Okay, so this is where the veins are. So we're trying to figure out if that's going to be something that we crochet in, or if that's something that we have to do after the fact. Would that be crazy? Okay, would it be crazy if I work the rows like this way, like short, if I work short rows to do the leaves and then connect them all together. Like, okay, let me think. Like the top would be one piece. Probably made pretty similar to my other leaf at that top bit. Then this piece could be made as a rectangle. This piece could be made as a rectangle. But like we can do modifications on the direction of the rectangle. And then another one. Now, let's imagine if we got to that point where we have a bunch of rectangles, how would we connect them? So this part goes up to here. Then we'll connect this at that spot, right? And then attach that one and attach that one. Sure. Hold on. And then crochet straight across. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how it would best work to do these shapes. You got me all excited to do a new thing that I haven't done before. Okay, so here's my drawing of a monstera leaf. Hopefully. Okay, I think this is going to be something I need to think harder on, because I don't know. I can figure out how to start it, but I can't figure out how to get those cuts in. So I'm going to have to look at this and just stare at it for a little bit, and then my brain will hopefully see which way the stitches can be on it. When I look at my drawings of the thing, I kind of superimpose crochet stitches, and I'll try them like going this way, and then see how that will feel to have to do decreases and increases here. And then I'll look at them as if the crochet stitches are going this way. Like if we're looking at making it this way, what would that look like? Or if I'm doing each of the bits, what would it look like if I single crochet that, you know? For the top, what'll it look like if I do increases and then end up stitching something else? Or will I start in the middle and then make like one half at a time and then flip it over? I don't know yet. So we'll figure that out later. That'll be fun. I have to knit now, though. Stop interrupting me with your good ideas. You don't have to stop interrupting me. I like your good ideas. Thank you. Thank you, Laura. You're welcome. I don't know if I'll figure it out today, but I will. It's on the list. It's on the list of things. Monstera leaf. Good thing I have all of these monstera leaves behind me to just look at. I seeded my side yard, Candy said, with crimson clover seed yesterday, and since it rained last night, that should be sprouting soon. That's awesome. I hope that it turns out beautifully. We have no lawn and no yard. We have a yard, we have a backyard, but we have no lawn because we live in the city and there is no grass anywhere around here, at least not part of people's properties. We don't have a lot of grass. So I'm going to be doing everything again in a raised bed, which is great. That's fine with me right now. And I am very, 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 very excited to start. But I need to buy soil. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. I'll put it on this weekend's to-do list. That's so pretty. I love crimson clover. It is pretty. My parents live on a farm, and their neighbors put crimson clover and daikon radishes as their winter cover crop. So in the spring, you can go to the edge of this field and get a full-size daikon radish, and it's garbage crop because they use daikon radishes to grow deep to aerate the soil. So, and then the clover is nitrogen rich, or nitrogen fixing. One of the two. It's either rich in nitrogen or it fixes nitrogen. I don't remember. Anyway, then they rototill that or plow it. I guess it's a field, so they plow it into the field, and then the daikon radish acts as compost and the clover acts as compost, and it's like a really good thing. But yeah, I have picked a daikon radish there, came home, brought it to my mom, and was like, what are these doing in their field? There's nothing growing there. And then she explained to me, it's because they grow big and very deep, and they're not being grown to eat. They're being grown to work on the soil. So that's that. I'm not going to be growing any food this year. I think the only food things that I will have will be herbs, and they are just my perennial herbs. I'm not going to bother. I'll put dill everywhere. I try and grow dill every year. I love dill so much. I do not have good luck with dill. Nothing I do allows me... Did you eat it? Yes, I ate it. And it was fine. It was a daikon radish. It was totally fine. I cooked it like as if I was cooking like beets or rutabaga or radish, like a big radish anyway. Yes, it was fine. Totally normal, totally good radish. But people use them to aerate the soil. Anyway, so yeah, I won't be growing any food except for my perennial herbs and dill. I don't think I'm going to start any seeds for herbs. The herbs that I have plus dill I think will be enough for me. I would love to have basil, but I just never have good luck with basil either. I think it's because I don't give it a lot of attention, so it never gets to be put in a spot that has good sun. Must have basil, rosemary, and thyme. So rosemary and thyme, lavender, oregano, and sage are perennialized for me. So those ones will come every year regardless. They always will come back for me, and I always have those. Basil is one of those ones that it's not perennial here, so you have to grow it each year. But every year I never feel like I get a good basil harvest because I never give it the attention it deserves. I put it in a spot that isn't bright because I need my flowers to get the sun. I just feel like I always neglect it. Maybe I'll just do one small pot of just basil and just have it by the door. Just so that I have some. But in reality, I just feel like I never take care of it, and so why keep it? Although I am very excited for some of the other stuff. I have a lot of pressed flower art on my wall, and I'm looking at it, and the golden marigold was so exciting last year. It's so bright. I put away some geraniums, as you suggested, and one rose. We shall see. You know what? I think on Friday, I'm going to check on my geraniums and see how they're doing at my sister's house. They've been living in the dark. They've not gotten any water or attention since, like the beginning of November or the end of October? Somewhere in there. So let me just put that on my list. Check geraniums at Julia's. Cool. I put away my geraniums. We will see how they look. I mean, they're not going to look good, but I think it's time they come out too. Because when it's springtime, my mom has them out and repots them when it's still cold. And then they're flowering by the time May is around. About then. Yeah, somewhere in there. Anyway, mine have not gotten light or warmth or attention since then. So I hope that they haven't died. I don't think they'll die because my mom's never die, and they live in a paper bag for months. And then she takes them out, sticks them in dirt, doesn't do anything, sticks them in dirt and waters them. And they just come back to life and start flowering. So I will probably do that, but I'm thinking I'm going to wait till March because I want to have my seed starting stuff be the dominant thing for the rest of February and like getting that stuff settled. Seeds settled. So, yeah, I really need to do that. I need to figure out where my grow lights are going to live. There's no room in my house to grow baby plants. Not my favorite. It's my favorite time of year, and it's also my least favorite time of year. This time of year is the most crowded our house feels all year. From February to May is like, the house feels so crowded. No matter where we live, it's always super crowded at this time of year because everything has to fit together, plus grow lights. Plus the baby plants have to be like transplanted every couple of weeks into bigger pots, so it takes up more and more space. It's literally like, it's like your little mini plant pregnancy. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger until it has to explode out into the world. You can only keep that inside for so long. But it is almost time also to plant the poppies. I honestly could plant them now and it would be fine, but we have too much snow, so they won't make it to the soil right now. When the snow melts this next time, when is that going to be? Let me see when our next day above 0 is. It's not that cold today. It's only -7. Okay, so next Friday, it's going to go up to 1 degree for the day. It'll probably be cold later. But if it goes up to 1 degree for a couple of days with some sunshine, we'll have most of the snow melting. And if most of the snow is melted, then I will throw all of my poppy seeds into whatever's left of the snow, and some birds will eat them, some mice will eat them, but hundreds of them will make it to the soil, and thousands will make it to the soil, hundreds will make it to germination and blooming. So I have a full pack of poppy seeds from the grocery store, from like the baking section and the spices. Poppy seeds and dill, there's something to get on. Celery seeds, fenugreek seeds, and dill seeds are usually in the like international food section of grocery stores, at least in Canada, so I would say probably in the States. They're in like the international spices section of the grocery store, but they're dill seeds. So you can get like a gigantic pack for $2 instead of paying $2 for like 10 seeds. So anyway, that's an option. So I did that with poppy seeds, and I am going to throw thousands of seeds into my raised raised beds, and then I will transplant them when they're stronger. Honestly, it'd be better if I didn't transplant them, but I have to amend my soil this year, so I'm going to have to transplant them. But I'll probably try to be very, 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 very gentle when I do that, and hopefully it'll all work out okay. But anyway, gonna make beautiful poppies. Really, really beautiful. I can't believe I didn't know that. I can't believe nobody has told this. Like, poppy seeds make really beautiful poppies. Like, the poppies that you grow from poppy seeds at the grocery store are beautiful. I'm going to show you. I know that you didn't ask, but I'm going to show you what my poppies looked like last year, and you can be like, that's not real. And I'll tell you, it's real. And we grew them from poppy seeds from the grocery store. Plants. How can I go back in time way farther than this is going to go quickly? Well, maybe not. Maybe it's okay. We're almost there, actually. We didn't post as much this year in the Discord of our gardens. Like, we did, but like not as much as in years past. Okay, poppies, where are you? Looking for poppies, da 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 da. Okay. No, a little farther. Oh gosh, I'm so excited for flowers. I haven't looked at this in a while. And it's so pretty. Please hold. It's gonna be worth it. You're gonna be so you're gonna be like, wow, this is so worth it. Oh, here's one. This one's gorgeous. Okay, ready? Here we go, back again. Okay, and then Discord. Please hold. Very good, very good. I think so, like the ones in, wait, Breadseed Poppy is that deep red, right? No, Breadseed Poppy, or at least the one that I used is all different colors. Literally all different colors. And I'll show you other colors that I got from those packets. And by packets, I mean giant containers. Okay, so here's one. Isn't she stunning? Deep breaths, everybody. It's gonna be okay. Look at how gorgeous that is. It looks like crinkled tissue paper. Okay, so that's one. Oh my god, it's back again. Oh, I'm so excited for Yarrow. Oh, Yarrow. Poppies are an earlier in the season flower, so just take a deep breath, computer. It's gonna be okay. And thank you, Discord, for showing this to us. Oh, here's a couple poppies. Here's one. Again, from a grocery store poppy seed. Look how pretty it is. It's nice. And then just hold on a sec, because there's definitely more. Back when it's poppy season. Oh, here's one that's really pretty. Look at that. Look at that color. Look at all the beautiful, beautiful tendrils. Gorgeous. From the grocery store. Do you understand what I am saying to you? I know you do. I'm just trying to emphasize. Look how pretty. So pretty. I'm trying to find, like, I know there's an area here where there's going to be, like, a ton, because they all bloom early in the season. Here's my mom's poppy. This one is the one that I haven't been able to get to perennialize. My mom has it perennialized in her garden, and they're very pretty. But they won't stay alive for me because they don't care about me. Okay, any more poppies in here, Laura? I should take way more photos this year. I did not take enough photos last year. I am excited to see those geraniums again. That'll be fun. Oh, and bleeding hearts. I haven't seen my bleeding hearts in a while. In it. I think that might be it. I don't think I have any more poppies. That's crazy, because I feel like usually I have like tons of pictures of poppies. Oh, forget-me-not. Spring is so awesome. I can't wait to see my spring flowers. Pansies, forget-me-nots, bleeding hearts. It's so exciting when spring starts. Look, everything's just green in these photos, but it doesn't matter. I'm very excited. Also, this tree that I've taken a photo of and posted in this section is now cut down. They've cut down my favorite tree. This is my favorite tree. It was my favorite tree in the whole world. I waved at it every time we drove by it. I don't care if that doesn't make sense to you. This tree was somehow sacred to me, and it was like a person. I cried when they cut it down. We drove by and I literally cried. Anyway, let me see. The plant itself is perennial? Yeah, so the poppy perennializes, but not all of the poppies. So if you have that poppy, that red one, and you grow it this year, it might die over winter. and then you can grow it from seed next year, and then it might not die that following winter, and then it'll come back up in the spring, make more babies, and it could stay. It's kind of like it might stay alive. It may survive. It's in my mom's garden. It has perennialized, but it's not a guarantee at all that this will perennialize. It should, but it can also die from getting too cold. Look at this gorgeous poppy. Look at this. Look at her. She's beautiful. So excited to see these again. I'm so excited to see all of these. They're like old friends who've been gone for a while. I missed them. I missed them so much. You can tell I missed them because, like, look at the beginning of the season. I'm like, look, a flower, something pink, anything pink. Taking close-up shots of individual flowers. These aren't even open yet. Look, they're gonna be pink, I can tell. God, I love the garden so much. Look at this really cool garden bed Candy made last year. Okay. Okay. It's gonna be so soon. We're knitting. Stop, Laura. You guys have to stop me when I get on a roll like that. Okay, I'm done. I'm going to do my knitting now because I'm a knitter. I'm not, but I will be right now. Anyway, I'm very excited to see my garden come back to life. I forgot how many perennials are there to bring me joy. Do you want to hear all of the perennials that I've got in the garden right now? Hostas. Sensitive ferns, ostrich ferns, and another type of fern. I think it's like elephant fern. And Boston fern. I don't know if that's what it is, but I have something else that looks like a Boston fern and it comes back every year. That thing is still standing. There you go. Hey, if it works, it works, you know? I also have rose campion, bleeding hearts, violets, wild violets, rock flower. I think it's called rock cress, but I don't know. It's a flower and it's very cute. What other flowers have I got? I've got onions, so allium. My stepsister's mother-in-law gave me hosta seeds. Ooh, exciting. Ideally, with hostas, you find somebody who's willing to split a plant. Seeds take forever, whereas plant splitting is very efficient and needs to be done every few years anyway. This year, I'm not going to split unless I have to. I'm not going to split any hostas unless I have to. I would rather let them get bigger this year. I want to have a year for not screwing around with my plants. Last year, I screwed around with everything and just repotted everything how I wanted it in the spring, and a lot of my perennials like had to catch up because they were separated pretty young. So I'm trying not to do that this year. I'm going to leave them in the clumps they're in. If I have to transplant them, I'll transplant them in the clumps they're in. I won't screw around with the roots or anything, because I want them to just take off. Some of my perennials were pretty good sized last year. I would really like to see some amazingly big perennials this year. I love figuring out how to start something from seed. It's green magic. That's fair. That's fair. I am really excited to do that with more perennial flowers. I don't know what it is. A couple years ago, I had zero desire to have perennials. I was like, annuals all the way. Why bother with perennials? They take so long to get started. And now I'm so invested in my perennial garden because it comes with me now. This is a garden I'm taking with me. All of my garden is in pots. If we move somewhere, you best believe we are taking every single pot. So I can just keep growing my perennial garden in pots, and then when we move somewhere that we have like land to put the plants in, I will. And we'll have a beautiful garden the first year we live there. It's like I'm hoarding plants for the future home. Vanilla is the dream. Vanilla is pretty cool thing to do. You should ask your local botanical garden if you can get a cutting of the vanilla. Our local botanical garden has tons of vanilla growing in it because it's like a vine, like it's basically the same growth. It's an orchid, but it's the same growth habit as like a vining plant. And I bet you if you asked real polite, I bet you they'd let you do it. I feel like when you go to anything that's like publicly funded and you ask nicely, people are willing to help you out. I do have a bunch of perennials I'm starting this year. I'm doing a red echinacea, which I got seeds from the Toronto Zoo in the fall. I went to the Toronto Zoo with Alex and my nephew and my sister and my brother-in-law and my niece. We all went to the zoo, and when we went, it was fall, so there was lots of plants in the planters that were not in full bloom, and one of them was like a really beautiful red echinacea. So I am going to start seeds for that this year. Not expecting much from the plants themselves, but next year they'll be making pretty good flowers. I'll probably get 1 or 2 flowers this year, and then next year we'll have like a really good showing of it. I do also need to find large pots. Candace, if you could keep your eye out on this as well. I know that you are like a Facebook whiz. Music volume just went up. It's not really loud, but it became really audible. I guess the song changed. I'll turn it down a bit. Anyway, Candace, keep your eye on this if you are scrolling through the internet, because I know you're a whiz on this. I need large pots, like for big trees or for like large, not hanging basket size, you know? There's tons of hanging basket size pots available on the internet, the great wide internet, but there's not a lot of large ones, and I've already filled up on all the large ones I can take from my parents' farm. So, yeah, I'm sure that they're gonna go available places, but I am looking for free or very cheap, large pots. I'm not saying you have to at all look for any of this, Candace. I know that you keep an eye out. So if you keep an eye out, I'd appreciate it. But don't like go out of your way looking or anything. But yeah, this year I think I need to replace some of my planters because the plastic has gone through too many freeze and thaw cycles and has had too much sun exposure to be happy. So the plastic this year, I feel like if I bump into the pot wrong on a few of my pots, I might crack the pot. You know what I mean? Like the plastic is just sort of starting to crack, or it looks, you know what I mean, when plastic gets sun bleached and then it looks kind of like it looks breakable, and that's what a few of my pots are looking like. But anyway, if we moved, I would be taking all of these pots with me so I can continue to establish my perennial garden without feeling like it's wasting space, because I'm going to take it with me. And my pots are more or less deep enough to keep perennials in for a good amount of time, like several years. They could live happily in the pots they're in. Eventually, of course, I would like for them to go into the ground, but that's one of those things where it's like, that's not going to happen for us for several years, so I'm just going to have my garden the way I can and enjoy it that way. I think what I would do if I moved to another place that we were renting, and we did have access to the dirt, like dirt ground, I would plant all my annuals in the ground and then keep my perennials in pots. I think that would be how I would manage it. And put the pots on the ground so that they still have sort of access to it. I'm getting lower in the yarn. My Toblerone, such a sweet puppy. He just like snuggled in. Golly. I am surprised we're already in February and I have like several surviving coleus. Look at that. That coleus looks great. Knock on wood, but like, you know, we'll see. I've lost a few coleus plants, like 2 or 3. I've ended up putting the pot just outside because it fully died. But these ones, they look all right. They're not their best. Real slow growers in the winter, I will tell you that, compared like to other varieties of plants. These have not grown very many leaves, but they haven't dropped many leaves either. So hopefully they'll survive until spring. I would really like for them to survive until spring, because if they do, then I can get them outside. Or maybe I have to take cuttings from them and put the cuttings outside. I don't know how it'll work, because I haven't ever had them live this long. My coleus dies every winter. It gives up eventually. And so far, these ones have not given up. I'm wondering if it's because I have a centipede problem. I think millipede is the right bug. I have a millipede problem in my soil, and I'm wondering if the millipede problem is actually advantageous for my coleus. Like if it's eating any fungal growth and therefore the plants aren't getting root rot. Because I think that's the problem, is I underwater and overwater, so coleus doesn't like to be either underwatered or overwatered. And I'm wondering if the millipedes are having a positive influence on preventing that from happening. And when I say a millipede, when I say a millipede problem, I'm not exaggerating. There are hella millipedes in all my soil, in the whole house, every soil. I don't know what happened, but at some point a bag of soil was contaminated with millipede eggs, because the number of millipedes that are in each and every single pot that I have, they're itty bitty. I don't know what variety they are. Itty bitty millipedes. But so many. I'm not exaggerating. Let me Google what kinds of millipedes we have here to see what was it? What are they? Millipedes and centipedes of southern Ontario. Let's see. It airs the soil and helps, like worms. Centipedes and millipedes. So it doesn't look like a centipede. Ugh, God, house centipedes are so yucky. It looks like a regular millipede, just tiny. Worm millipede. No. Aw. Tiny little millipedes. 1 centimeter long millipede. That's closer. Oh, that looks closer. Let's see. Greenhouse millipede. That also sounds right. Greenhouse millipede. Okay, so now let's see. Greenhouse millipede. Aw, that's what I have. Let's see. Greenhouse millipedes. The greenhouse millipede is also known as the hothouse millipede, the short flange millipede, or the garden millipede. They are not harmful. They cannot bite or sting, and they do not attack people, property, possessions, or pets. Millipedes, okay, well, they live outdoors. Not really. Around houses, areas that provide good millipede habitat include compost piles, excessive mulch beside foundations, wooded areas. No, inside. What does a greenhouse millipede eat? Decaying organic matter. Okay. Okay, greenhouse millipede in my soil. Generally harmless, feeds on organic decaying matter, but can become a nuisance in high numbers. Why can it become a nuisance? To manage them, allow the soil to dry out completely between waterings, repot with fresh, sterile soil, or use a submerged water soak treatment. That doesn't work. Can having millipedes live in potting soil? How to remove living potting soil? Do millipedes live in soil? All right, I don't care. They're not bothering me, and they're not bothering my plants. Those really give me the EBGBs. They're so small, Candace. They're like so not offensive. I'm gonna try and find a pot that will have one. I feel like every pot has one. Oh, here's one. They're tiny. They're so unoffensive. They do not bother me. Oh, they're just a baby one. So they are making babies. That's not the best for me, but oh, they're really cute. Okay. That. Look how tiny it is next to my finger. Like, that is not a big deal. You know what I mean? They are so small and so unproblematic. So I just let them live. They're unproblematic queens, those millipedes. At least at this point they are. If my plants start having a hard time, they can hit the road. But currently my plants are not having a hard time, so they can stay. Anyway, they're in every single plant pot. Or at least almost every single plant pot. I feel like I see them every time I water. Oh, that's not like the big leggy ones. No, it's not. They're like not a problem. They're like tiny. They're closer to like a potato bug than they are an ugly centipede. I don't like house centipedes either. I don't like house centipedes. I don't like outside centipedes. I don't like any of that. They're not cute. They're not friends. But baby tiny millipedes, they don't offend me. I don't find them upsetting. I hate the floofy ones hiding in the bathroom. Oh God, when they walk with their 1,000 long daddy long legs. Gross. And if you accidentally kill one...
Oh, rain.
No, that's spiders. If you accidentally kill one, their legs keep moving, so...
Like a chicken?
Yeah, like a chicken. Their legs keep moving long after they're dead. So it's one of those very heebie-jeebie inducing insects.
That means they store a lot of energy in there.
I don't like that. I don't think they should do that.
That's kind of cool. I wonder if a lot of their eating goes into their legs.
Probably all of their eating goes in their legs. It's soup time. I'm so excited about this little dress. I'm so excited to make the pockets for the outside. That's going to be so fun and so cute. I hope I have enough pink. At least to get to where it's like mostly done lengthwise. I feel like we're getting there. 3-4-year-olds, they're not as big as you think. They're small little people. Oh, I love the way this pink looks. It's very cute. Knitting is still very tedious. Takes forever. Even if you know what you're doing, it takes so long. Are you guys excited for Seed Swap Monday? Monday we are doing the packaging of the Seed Swap mixes and the final look at all my seeds. I'm very excited about it. What are you most excited to grow this year? Did I ask that yet? I don't know what I'm most excited for. Probably to see the new zinnias. I'm excited. I also love my Apricota Cosmos, so I think I'm gonna make an effort to have more of those this year. I feel like I only had 2 last year, and I think I would like to have at least 4. So I might have to give up other Cosmos, but worth it, because if you've ever seen an Apricota Cosmo before, they are so stunning and so attention grabbing, and you just have to grow them. Once you grow them once, you'll never stop. I tried growing that yellow Cosmo, hideous. The greenish yellow one, awful. But pink with yellow on top, stunning. Absolutely stunning. Also, we haven't figured out the second camera angle yet. Alex was doing a bunch of stuff this morning to try and fix it. Still can't get it to work though. So sorry about that. Oh, tonight is pizza night. We're having pizza for dinner. I've started purchasing pizza dough at the grocery store. I told my sister, and she was like, "You're buying it? Why aren't you just making it? It's so easy." And I said to her, because it's $3, and $3 gives me 2 pizzas worth of pizza dough, and I don't have to do any work at all. I just take it out and then roll it and put it in the oven. It's like ready for me. And so I'm going to keep doing it. I love doing pizza night, and I also love doing, I love figuring out the cost per serving whenever I'm making dinner. It's like one of the math problem things I like doing in my head. And the pizza, it's $1 for the pizza sauce. It's $4 for the brick of mozzarella cheese, but we only use like a quarter of the brick on our pizza. So it's $1 worth of cheese, $1 worth of sauce, and then $3 worth of dough. So it's like $1.50, $2, $2.50, right? Per pizza, which is like very, very cost effective. So it's like $2.50 for dinner, you know? And I love figuring that out because when we buy pizza, it's like $30. So it's nice to have, and today we're having sauteed mushrooms on our pizza because I made mushrooms yesterday. So that's going on our pizza today. And I don't know if I'll put anything else on the pizza. I'm typically a cheese pizza girly, but mushrooms will be good. And then we have peppers if we want to do peppers. But yeah, I miss pizza. Oh, I'm sorry, Michelle. I love pizza. I think I also like using my oven. The only downside for me is my oven is also plant storage. Like the top of it, the stovetop, has plants on it, mostly. There's 2 burners that are accessible because I only use 2 burners. And so the rest of the oven top is got plants on it. So in order to bake, I have to take all of those plants off. And by I mean Alex. So every time I want to bake something in the oven, he has to empty the oven because it's full of pots and pans. And then he has to clear the stovetop because it's full of plants. And then I can bake, but it makes our whole house, our whole kitchen is like just very, very full whenever I have to use the oven. I should just hang up those plants. I've tried so many gluten-free ones and they just aren't the same. Yeah. Bread is so delicious. I'm sorry that you have to go gluten-free because, man, I love bread. Obviously, gut health is way more important, and if you're having autoimmune reactions to gluten, you should definitely not be eating gluten, and good on you for sticking to it, but also good on you for sticking to it because that's hard. I do love gluten. Also found out that wheat is high in arginine. So annoying. Means bread is also everything for me is now in terms of the amino acids that's in it, and arginine and lysine are the typical ones that I'm looking at, and so many things are higher in arginine than they are in lysine, so I'm trying to balance it, and it's hard. Bread. Fresh baked bread, Michelle. My stomach is growling. I have a cake mix and icing that I bought when it was going to be that big snowstorm almost 2 weeks ago. I bought it to make on the snow day so that I would have some warm cake. Didn't. What does chocolate have? It has so much arginine. It has enough arginine in it that it's to balance it out by taking lysine pills or eating high lysine food. You have to, it's a lot. Like, it's a lot. It's unfortunate. Chocolate is, the darker the chocolate, the higher the arginine. And lysine is the one we want. The one I want. So arginine is also still important and still functionally useful in your body. It does stuff with wound healing. But for me, it also is an inflammatory thing happens and it feeds the cold sore virus, which can Doesn't always, but it can turn into a cold sore. Lysine is the opposite. So it does the opposite thing and prevents cold sores. So always trying to keep my lysine higher than my arginine so that I don't have any additional things pushing on my like viral stress. So eat peanut M&Ms. Okay, so peanuts, nuts, also high. The highest things in arginine are nuts, chocolate, gluten. No, not gluten. Nuts, chocolate, wheat. Nuts, chocolate, wheat, and then some of the really good fruits. Like whichever ones you like the best, those ones are high in arginine. All the ones that suck, those ones are high in lysine. High in lysine things are chicken, dairy, so like cheese and yogurt and beets. Those are all high in lysine. So I've been consuming more of those things to try and even out the chocolate that I have to eat because I need chocolate in my life. The best stuff in the world, honestly. So I screwed up my knee the other day, slipped off the last step in a set of 3. Ugh, ouch. And then you used your knee to catch it. Oh, I thought nuts were opposite. Nope. Nuts are also a problem. And I love cashews. Not fair. I mean, it's like not a big thing, but it feels crappy to have to do. So it doesn't mean I can't have any of those things. It just means I have to be aware, like I shouldn't have 3 chocolate bars and then a whole can of mixed nuts and then like a bunch of strawberries. You know what I mean? Like if I do all of that, I'm putting myself in a higher risk category for having a cold sore. Whereas if I eat a bunch of beets and a bunch of cheese, I'm lowering my risk. That's the hope anyway. Based on the current research about cold sores and amino acids, in 10 years we may find out this is completely useless and I'm not affecting it at all. But I think I'm affecting it because I do recognize that when I eat lots of chocolate, I do tend to get a cold sore. So I'm a believer, but that doesn't mean that it's a fact, you know? So that's that for that. This year, I also need to remember to grow chamomile. I don't have any stored chamomile. We bought chamomile tea this winter. And that feels sacrilegious when I have, in years past, grown enough chamomile to share with the whole neighborhood and have enough for a year. So I need to do that again this year. I need to grow a big chamomile, pot. I need to have dedicated pots to things. Last year I said I would do that, and then I just started shoving flowers everywhere. It's soup time! Indeed. Indeed it is, Michelle. He's a soup monster, that man. Every day. Same time, same place. 2 pieces of white tortilla bread and a bowl of soup and a glass of water. And then after lunch, he has his oranges. He's very, very scheduled. Hold on. Do you just use the flowers? Yeah. You wait till the flowers are just opening. You don't have to wait until they're all the way open, but they shouldn't be closed. There should be petals on the flowers. And then you just collect the flower heads. And the more that you pick, the more that they bloom. So you pick all of the flowers off of your chamomile today. In 2 days, you will have the same number of flowers that you did when you pulled off the other ones. And if you don't take the flowers off, then the flowers will finish blooming, go to seed, and then the whole plant dies. So you have to keep pulling the flowers off, or the whole plant will die. Because it thinks it's finished. You have to keep telling it that it didn't get to finish. You have to keep your chamomile plant edging all summer, and then you let it go to seed in the fall. But it's a very worthy plant to have in the garden. I would recommend having a whole bunch in one small area because they will hold each other up. All the chocolate talk, and now I'm eating ice cream. Ugh. I don't have ice cream in the freezer right now. It's probably for the best. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. If you do not have a dehydrator, get a screen, or a mesh strainer will work too. A mesh strainer, and then you could just leave the chamomile somewhere warm and dry, and it'll dry out pretty quick. It's like a pretty dry herb already. And then you put it in a jar with a silica packet if you've got one, and if you don't have one, then you should definitely dehydrate it or put it in the oven to make sure there's no moisture. But then you've got tea all winter long, and it's amazing. It feels so good to make like catnip, chamomile, peppermint tea from my garden. It just feels elite. It is an elite feeling. I'm really excited to see what the feverfew does this year, because last year I moved all of it in the fall into my perennial pots, so I won't have to transplant any of it this year. So I'm excited to see what it does. Is it going to be really, really amazing? I think the answer is yes. I use my toaster oven. Oh, okay, smart. Michelle, my sister made Thai food, so I'm having leftovers. Then a ginger flan. Oh, yum. I want one. Ginger? Ginger like sharp ginger, or ginger like gingerbread ginger? Because ginger flan could go two ways. Are we talking like actually ginger, like a ginger root, or are we like gingerbread where there's like other nutmeg and stuff happening in there? I think that's the one I would prefer. Girl, some elderberries in there. Oh, yeah. No, I didn't get to collect any. I will. I found an elderberry tree at a place that I frequent that is away from roads and on a farm, but it's like in a waste space on a farm, like it's part of a forest. Anyway, I am going to go there again this year and get some elderberries. There's also a neighbor that I always see their elderberry tree every year. And every year I say, I'm going to ask them if I can pick some, because they never pick them. They just fall onto the sidewalk and then that's over. So I think I'm going to ask them this year as well. Real ginger root, just a bit. Ooh, a little spicy, that sounds lovely. They grow in my yard. Nice. Love that for you. Not the way that I get to live. Maybe this year the perennial I will buy will be an elderberry tree. I've decided every fall I'm going to buy myself a perennial so that I have something to look forward to at the beginning of the following year. This year it was a choke cherry. So maybe next year it'll be I guess it's still this year. Last year it was a choke cherry. This year I think I'll do an elderberry. Things that are kind of shrubby and also make a flower and then also make berries. Great idea. I think it'll be a good one. But that means I won't get elderberries this year. Not from it anyway. They do decent in pots. Well, see, another reason why I need more big pots. So I can grow larger perennials, more tree type things. I'm telling you, when we move from this place, there will be a full load in a moving truck of just plants. I already know this. So what do? Do we move the plants first and then take all of our stuff out? We'd have to put a tarp in the moving truck first so that we don't get all of our stuff dirty. A fuchsia plant. Fuchsia is not perennial here. They're pretty though. They're hanging basket plants here. I also haven't started growing passion fruit or passion flower vines. My mom and sisters both do, and they're all growing it from the same plant that's been growing for 20 years. It's just cuttings. And I went to my sister's for a visit and noticed it, And I kind of had a feeling of, maybe I will, maybe I will do that next year. So we'll see. I would do it from a cutting though. I wouldn't do that from seed. Not that it wouldn't work, it's just I don't care to. They don't perennialize here, but my sisters and my mom just keep them indoors in the winter, and they do fine. The berries taste like figs. That's interesting. In fuchsia? I didn't realize it was edible. Wait, have you told us this before? It's coming back to me. I have a hazy memory of us already learning this fact. That's interesting, though, that they don't sell them as a food plant, considering they make food. They just sell them for their flowers here. Like, fuchsia is exclusively sold in a hanging basket as a flower, not as a fruit. Are they annual? Or could they perennialize? Because... weird. Yes, lol, okay. So you did already. It's coming back, it's coming back. Coming back slowly, okay? Look how much yarn I have left. I don't know how long this has to go. It has to go longer, I know that. I can tell you that much. That's probably... yeah, probably several more inches. Down here they can. I just have to move south. That's my problem. I just live way too far north for anything delicious to grow. Where are you, Pika? I hear her wandering. Oh, there she is. Hi, Peekaboo. Hi. I think today might be bath day for her. I'm in the mood. February is bath month for her, so maybe today will be bath day. Mr. Google says 4T is 22 and 27 inches from shoulder to hem. From shoulder to hem, 22 to 27 inches. Okay. Good. Well, we're not doing all the way to the hem, but we definitely want halfway, probably to the ground. So if that's the case, then we would be looking at, so let's say it's a short child. Let's say 25. Let's just do a happy medium. But we don't want it touching the floor because that'll be heavy and unnecessary. We want it probably maybe 6 inches off the floor. Like plenty of room, you know? So let's say 6 inches off the floor. Hi, baby. So, 19 inches from shoulder to hem. So now, how big is 19 inches? Okay, well, we are at 15 inches, so that's about 4 inches left of work. 25 would be to the knee, and I think that would be good. Excuse you. Ma'am. No respect. I have no respect in this house. Oh, she was just pushing my mic closer to me. That's actually very nice of you, Pika. Thank you. That was so cute. She is a very cute lady. Hey? Are you gonna try and lie down on my pillow? I think she is. Do you think she'll fit? She'll try. Oh, my chubby lady making us biscuits. So nice of her. I don't know if your big fat booty is gonna fit on there, baby. She's like, I'll make it fit. I'm not very big. I'm actually a skinny little kitty. Yeah, looks like it. Hmm. 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 She's working at the biscuit bakery. Oh, there you go. Actually, I want to be on it more. Like, she's pulling herself up. I just want to be on the pillow all the way. Oh god, she's so cute. My fat little kitty is so sweet. I don't want to kiss Beelzebub. Pika approves. See, this is why you need to check my tutorials. This crocheted leaf throw pillow is now a video tutorial on my channel, so you can make one for your cat too. There. Now you'll fit on it. Alright. She's like, it won't work. She's like, I'll fit. I'll fit. I can fit. I think I'll fit. No. Go away. I'm knitting. Go away. Don't touch my stuff. Make a stuffed ring, or just a bigger version. Well, this pillow was not for her. This pillow was for my couch, so that I would have a throw pillow. So this was not meant for her. So the reason it doesn't fit her is because it wasn't for her. She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 visible beds from where I am right now. Your lap, please. Yes, that's what she says. But I'm knitting right now, girl. Don't you understand? She's literally leaning her weight against me. Okay, you can sit in my lap just a sec. Ugh. Ugh. There. There. Come here. Come on. Come here. Isn't that what you're asking for? Take your time. Everything is for you. This house is yours. She's so cute. I can't. I'll never say no to you. Do you understand? Do you understand that you'll never have me ever say no? You can have anything you want. She is royalty, and that's a fact. Look at how scraggly she is. Do you see this? What's that for? Why is it like that? I'm convinced that it's because she needs a bath. Is this just possibly the way she looks? Is she just like scraggly? Do you see what I mean? What's all this? Why is it not going all in one direction smoothly? Yes, yes, you're very nice. Banjo's fur was like that. It's just the way it is. Great. Your hair is all over me. It's all over my face. I think she is a Russian blue like Banjo. One coat layer. They're all like that. Okay, let me see if she has one coat layer. I think she has not one. I think she has more than one. Don't you think? I don't know. We had a girl named Shadow. I don't know. I feel like... I can't tell. Her fur is like a rabbit. Like it's so soft at the root. It's like soft like a rabbit's fur. And it's like thin little hairs. I feel like Rohan and CJ, their hairs individually were much thicker and shorter. They all like sat really nicely together. Whereas hers are like long and thin, but very, very, very soft. Like you can't even see her skin. Where's your skin, girl? Okay, there's her skin. We had a girl named Shadow. You're like a shadow. Peekaboo is like a shadow type name, isn't it? Okay, can you lie down now? I don't want to pet you anymore. I'm covered in your hair. She said, well then I'll just go into the microphone and then you have to deal with me. You can't ignore me if I purr loudly into the microphone. Right, Pika? Right. I would like to be knitting, I promise. And I would. If I could, I would be knitting. But unfortunately, the royalty of the show has determined it's time to be cuddled and loved on. You good girl. Hi, baby. Hi, Pika. Thanks. I feel like she's too brown to be a Russian blue. I feel like they're like a clean gray. Her gray is like a dirty gray. Like, it has like, it's not brown, but it's like dirt. It's like she has a shadow of dirt. Do you see how it looks like the shine of her is brown? She's not brown, she's obviously gray, but her gray is very warm toned. I feel like Russian blues are very cool toned. You're just becoming more and more of a baby the longer I have you. She's just, look at this. Look at these fat little feet. So please, more cuddles. More cuddles, please. Okay. I would like to knit for the last few minutes, girl. No, she's just rusting in the sun when she basks. Are you rusting? You getting highlights from sunbathing? Look at that lovey look. I know, she just stares at me with so much love. You just stare at me with true love. She adores you. She really does now. She does. She didn't used to adore me, but now I am 100% this kitty cat's mama. Huh? You're my girl. She's my best good girl. But she's very shy. When people come over, she disappears. Oh, she loves a good cheek massage. I'm gonna go crazy from the amount of cat hair that's on me. There you go. You making biscuits in the air? Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Ugh. Like, I don't want to be dramatic, but cat hair on my face makes me want to light myself on fire. Oh, it is not pleasant for me. I love you so much, though. Alright, this has been really fun. I'm having a great time, but I do want to knit a little longer. Do you mind? She said, no, I can't. Let's see if I can knit with her in my lap. I know I can normally, but you know. Wild. Valid. Look at her. Look at her just staring at me. Stop. That's so sweet. She stares up at me with puppy dog eyes. She's not gonna love me later. After the bath, she's not gonna feel the same love towards me, I tell you what. I think I'm gonna have to wash my face right after the stream today to get rid of the cat hair. She shoved her head there, by the way. I'm not holding her at all. She can easily lift her head back up. She has shoved her head in there on purpose. You pretending it was nighttime? Yeah. She just pretend it's nighttime or stare at me. One of the two, whichever one. By the way, if you have not yet clicked the thumbs up button today, please do. Helps the channel grow. And you're already here. Oh my god. I can feel the cat hair all over me. It's like tiny little cat hairs. And they're annoying. Trying to determine where it will be easier to bathe Peekaboo, in the bath or in the sink. I think the bath, she won't have as many spaces to try and escape through. I feel like the sink she'll have more ability, I was going to say availability, more ability to grab onto something. She doesn't even know. She's going to get a bath. Poor girl. Alright, so we didn't get everywhere today, but we got pretty close. I feel like we just have a few more inches left, and then we'll switch back to the green to do the ruffle, and then we will do pockets and ruffles on the sleeves, and bada boom bada bing, we're gonna have it done in no time. Oh sure, now you leave. Alright, friendship, thank you so much for being here today. Thanks for hanging out and coming and chatting with me. I appreciate it. I had a good time. If you also had a good time, don't forget to click the thumbs up button. It helps the channel. And you're already here, so please click it. And otherwise, I will be back on You Are a Brave Soul to Bathe the Cat. I know, but like I want to see if her hair will look nicer. Anyway, wish me luck with Peekaboo. I'm giving her a bath now. And what else did I want to say? I'll see you on Friday. Have a good rest of your week. Don't work too hard. Don't forget to drink water. It's important. And if you haven't already watched my video tutorial on the crochet throw pillow in the shape of a leaf, please check it out today. It's on my channel and I worked hard on it. Okay.